I have chosen joy. I have chosen joy. I have chosen joy. And joy has chosen me back. Oh, wow. I have chosen joy. And joy has chosen me back. What happened a couple days ago? I've chosen joy, and joy has chosen me back. Give me 1 second as all the cameras are rolling to go and grab the mindful message cards. I want you to know the 3 fundamental truths of Dr. Flow. There are 3 things that I share far and wide all around the world every day. And I'd like to share them with you this morning to our 98 watchers over on Bigo, our behind the scenes feed over on Telegram, and to our 1 watcher over on TikTok. You are loved and lovable. That's the first principle of Dr. Flow. You're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. I wish that someone, when I was 5 years old, 3 years old, 2 years old, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, I wish that someone had told me every day, multiple times a day, that I was deeply and profoundly loved and lovable. If someone had told me that, it would have gotten into my brain chemistry and allowed for me to not have a lot of suffering in life. So now that I'm grown, and I'm very grown, I'll be 40 in February. And of course, maturity is not an age, it's certainly a mindset and a way of living. But I've learned now that I am loved and lovable, and that no one can shake that core. Principle 1, you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. No one can change that. You can't even change that. A lot of you out there today are trying to convince yourselves that you're not brilliant. Good morning, Tara. You're trying to convince yourself that you're not worthy. You're trying to convince yourself that you don't matter. You're trying to talk yourself out of that job opportunity. You're trying to talk yourself out of that performance opportunity, Dr. Flo. You're trying to talk yourself out of that connection with other people. You're trying to convince yourselves that your words are going to come out of your mouth and fall to the floor. That's not true. Someone is hearing you, even if that person is you. And you are loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. Oh, I'm muted on Telegram. 1 second. I don't know why. Oh, maybe that's it. There's a glitch. Thank you so much, Sharon. Principle number 2 from Dr. Flo is that you are imperfectly perfect, whole, and complete exactly as you are. And you have everything in your hands right now to manifest your wildest dream. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but even you Android people, you can still use the tools in your hands to manifest more love. The phones are smart. The phones can email. The phones can message. You can build websites from your phone. You can produce podcasts from your phones. You can go live on your own personal television show from your phones. There's nothing you can't do or be or have. You just have to get out your own way and realize that you are imperfectly perfect, whole and complete, exactly as you are right now. And you have all of the tools in your hands right now. And I know you don't want to believe that, but you're watching me on a smartphone that connects you to billions of people. Choose to connect. Choose to use the tools in your hands to be imperfectly perfect, whole, and complete. My third principle that we cover as often as we can is that you got to see it for yourself. You got to see the dream in your mind, in your mind's visualization. You got to see that for yourself. And you got to see it for yourself, meaning that you got to believe in yourself once and for all. The only reason why you're not manifesting the good that you desire, and I'm not talking about the Lamborghini or the mansion. I'm talking about today's good. The reason why you're not manifesting today's good is because on some level you don't believe that it's possible. You've allowed people or even your own mind to talk you out of believing that more is possible, that love is possible, that joy is possible. Like I started with this morning, so many people have convinced themselves that they are not lovable. Or they believe the lies from other people that they are not lovable. But you got to see it for yourself. You got to see for people can tell you I love you. People can tell you that you are talented. People can tell you that you're beautiful. Anybody out there, especially women and femmes, don't believe that you're beautiful. Don't believe that you're divine because society and its beauty standards and constructs, or maybe what Susie said to you in the 2nd grade, has lingered. Fuck Susie. She didn't know she was loved and lovable either. Okay? You got to know that you're loved and lovable. You got to know that you're imperfectly perfect. And you got to believe in yourself. Someone in the TikTok or Bigo chat, tell me when to stop shuffling these mindful message cards. And we'll see which path we're taking today as we talk about the heart chakra. Heart Chakra Wednesday is one of my favorite days to join with the community because it's all about love. And y'all know that love is a big deal. We named our network Love in Action Network because of our fascination with love. Love can take us way further than the other energies can. Thank you, Mason. Love can take us way further than the other energies can. I want you today to do what Toni Morrison says. And Toni Morrison's, oh, there's Starlight Mystic. Top or bottom. Toni Morrison says to try love. Of all the things to try, to do in life, why not try love? Cut the deck. Middle. Sure, I cut it from the middle. Top card. Today's mindful message card that's going to guide us into our heart and guide us deeper into our heart is together. We ask the question of spirit, how will we go deeper into our heart chakra today? We're going deeper into our heart chakra together. The affirmation on the card says this: I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there is a strength in unity and how much we can accomplish together. Asking for help is not weak. It is powerful. I'll read it one more time. Today's mindful message card for those of you who are stopping by for today's daily boost, and I appreciate you. Shout out to my special member, Sunflower, special member Starlight, special member Tara, and also special shout out to K6 who stopped by this morning from our community. We're here every day gathering for love. Special shout out to Love in Action members. We're amplifying this message of togetherness this morning as we go deeper into our heart chakra. I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I want to tell y'all something that is an annoying thing to me, and it's probably an annoying thing to you. I'm very annoyed this morning, and I've been annoyed for years, that I need people. It actually gets on my nerves that I need people. I wish that I could just do it all on my own. I wish that I could buy my own coffee. I wish I could provide for my own house. I wish that I could sing, for myself without music. I wish I could do all of these things. Because that's how humans start to think, right? We start to think that, you know what? These people have disappointed me. Life has disappointed me, so I'll just do it myself. And the very annoying thing about this is that there's a thing called interdependence, meaning that the things that are happening in Gaza are affecting me. The things that are happening to the homeless in the community are affecting me. The things that are happening to the hungry in the community are affecting me. We try to pretend like it's not affecting us, but it is affecting us. Together. Starlight Mystic says, our society is set up this way when it's not supposed to be. It's capitalism too. I'm getting better at asking for help. That's a form of loving yourself by not burning yourself out. Yes. We in our society have called asking for help weakness. We have participated even ourselves in turning up our noses when people ask for help. Speaking of which, this morning over on TikTok, one of the community members on TikTok was asking for food. They needed help with food. And I encouraged them to reach out to their local food banks and religious institutions and to continue to use those smartphones to send out flares for help. It would be a good idea to go on Facebook and just to type in the word help. For a large portion of 2023, I was supported by just going onto the internet and writing the word help. Someone will come through that has the resources to help you. Another person this morning said that they were let down and overwhelmed with themselves, and they were asking for help with that. I don't think they stuck around long enough in the live stream to receive the wisdom, but if you are let down and overwhelmed with yourself, that is an opportunity to offer yourself grace and understanding, wisdom and compassion. So I don't know who that person was. They didn't stay around for a long time this morning, but they were saying that they needed help because they were let down and overwhelmed with themselves. This is an opportunity for grace and understanding, wisdom and compassion. The grace will allow you to take it easy on yourself. The understanding is that all humans feel disappointed in themselves and overwhelmed from time to time. You ain't no unicorn. You're special, but you ain't that special. Okay? Starlight, Sunflower, Dr. Flo, Tara, whoever's watching over here on this stream, Mason, you special. You ain't that special. Everybody gets let down and overwhelmed with themselves. The question is, are you willing to offer yourself more grace today? Are you willing to understand yourself, to get to know yourself, to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself like, yo, what's really going on with me? Have you gone to lovedandlovable.org and tapped on the emotions wheels and figured out which emotion is the real one? Perhaps you think you're feeling one way, but you're feeling differently. That's the understanding part, coming into understanding of your emotions. So many people will suffer today. Starlight, Sunflower, Tara, others. So many people will suffer today because they don't have an understanding of their emotional states. Has nothing to do with money in the bank, has nothing to do with your career path, has nothing to do with your lovers. If you have plural, I can only handle one. He is more than enough, loved and lovable. I love him so much. Ice cream so good. Shout out to Poppy Wata. But you need to understand your emotions to get free. If you're out there today and you're asking yourself, like, how do I get free? I feel trapped in my circumstance. I feel trapped in my energy. I feel trapped in my body. I feel trapped in my situation. Get in touch with your emotions. Feel the feels. Feel your feelings. And then ask higher power or ask yourself, whichever one makes you more comfortable. Ask higher power and ask yourself, which path should I take to be happy, healthy, and free of all suffering? And the answers will come. Whether or not you take those answers into yourself and take action, it's up to you. It'd be wise to take action towards your good. It'd be wise to love yourself more today. Some of you are walking around in life expecting other people to love you more. Some of you are mad at me because you think I should be doing more for you. I should be eating more dinners with you. I should be listening to more of your sob stories. I should be hanging out with you more. The solution to your problem is not hanging out with Dr. Flo more. Dr. Flo's here all day online. I lost a subscriber this morning. I hope that person, whoever they are, doesn't go, Dr. Flo, I missed you. There's nothing to miss. I'm present for love. I'm one with the power that sent me. How you be matters in the world. It'd be wise for you to love yourself today. Not for my benefit. Y'all know I don't care. I do and I don't. But you could choose to love yourself. I'm an Aquarius, y'all. So for those of you who are the woo-woo girls, I'm an Aquarius. Y'all know I don't give a fuck. I'm just on my assignment to remind you to love yourself. It'd be wise. It'd also be wise to be compassionate to yourself. It'd be wise. That's a new feature that has, I guess people who are either friends or people who are very popular on Bigo can now knock on the door or something when they enter in. That's so funny because I don't know anybody beyond my members. The mindful message card of the day is together. I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there's a strength in unity and how much we can accomplish together. Asking for help is not weak. It is powerful. I want to encourage the room today that if you do ask someone for help and they do not give it to you, do not allow that to do to you what has happened to me in the past. I would ask people for help. One person would tell me no, and then I would stop asking for weeks and months at a time. Some of you know what I'm talking about. You got really discouraged because you've asked for help. Maybe you've asked for help a few hundred times, and no one seems to care because people are busy in life, right? People, especially people that have kids and are overwhelmed by life. The person that said they were let down and overwhelmed with themselves. A person who, if you have someone in your community that's let down and overwhelmed with themselves, they ain't gonna show up to your live streams consistently. If you have a person in your life that doesn't love themselves or doesn't believe in themselves, they're not going to show up for you. If you have someone in your life that doesn't love themselves fully, they can't help you. They cannot help you. Newsflash, folks, no one can love you more than they love themselves. No one. Another newsflash to you people with children. You cannot love your child more than you love yourself. That always gets me in hot water. What would you know, Dr. Flo? You don't even have a dog. I know that you cannot love any other being in a greater capacity than you love yourself. And even when you do try to love your children or love others more than you love yourself, it feels like work. You're having to overcome all of your negativity and negative vibration in order to love them. The invitation today is for you to open up your heart, to step into your wellness and love, to tap into your ability to be loved and to also love others. Recognizing that what you give out in the world comes back to you multiplied. Tara, did you come to read today? The color is green. It's the color of wisdom, money, luck, abundance, fertility, healing, manifestation, nature, and trust. Everyone look around in your space and see if you see something green. The stem of the rose over on TikTok, for those of us joining on TikTok, we got about 4 people over on TikTok. 89 people are watching over on Bigo. We've got Tara joining on the digital stage over at Love and Action Network broadcast. Still holding on whether or not you want to read or not today. Just let me know somewhere. But looking for the color green can charge you into thinking about having more wisdom. Focusing on the color green can start you to conjure money and luck and abundance and healing. And before you folks who don't believe in visualizations and all of this, for those of you who don't believe in visualizations and don't believe in the woo-woo of it all, if you've ever had an after-hours thought, and your body had a physical reaction to that pleasure thought, I'm pointing to something that I can't point to on all platforms. But if you ever had a pleasure thought, adults in the room, and that pleasure thought caused things to happen to your body without anyone being there, that's the same kind of energy of a visualization. Sunflower says, the dollars in my pockets are green. I know that's right. Focus on those dollars in your pocket. Focus on the color of the money to attract more of it. Like unto like is drawn. If you start focusing on the positive manifestation and impact of your money, you will get out of your own way to manifest more. Some of you don't believe that money is a good thing. For so many years in my life, I believed that money was always going to be a problematic thing for me. That's an agreement. I can now use the power of my mind and the color of green to think positive vibrations about money. I can eat foods like kiwi, lime, green apple, leafy greens. I can use crystals like rose quartz, green aventurine, rhodonite, emerald, and green calcite to affirm I love. In the chat this morning, put what you love. I'll read some of the I loves. You got about 101 people. Good morning. I love my life. I love myself. I love the peace I give myself. 2-minute warning on Tara for this morning's reading from Conscious Contact. 2-minute warning. I love showing up in the world as a light worker. I love the joy that floods my heart. I love living from the overflow. I love having positive boundaries. I love having clear expectations. Starlight says, I love me. I love K6. We love K6 too. We love you. I love me. I love K6. I love the feelings I get when I'm with people who love me. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love you too. I love the woman that you are becoming. I love the love that you have in your heart. I love your hair. I love your nose. I love your eyes. I love your voice. I love your magic. Oh, you love magic and the occult. I love magic and the occult. I love my resilience. I love you too. You understand how tapping into that love vibration on Heart Chakra Wednesdays? We affirm I love. Remember, y'all, how did we get here? How did we get here, folks? We do the 7-Day Pillar Challenge as commanded by Poppy Water. You're going to really think I'm starting a cult, Sarah. We do the 7-Day Pillar Challenge every 7 days. We start on Sunday in the root chakra of I am. Then after I figure out who I am, I figure out how I feel. And then after I figure out what I feel, I figure out what I'm doing. And after I figure out what I'm doing, I can then move into what I love with complete freedom. Now we're going to work the rest of the steps. We got to get to Saturday in our crown. But knowing who you are, knowing how you feel, which a lot of humans don't. A lot of humans don't know who they are and how they feel. But knowing who you are and knowing how you feel, okay? Knowing who you are, knowing how you feel, knowing what you do, okay? Caden, good morning. Caden is sending love from TikTok to Starlight on Bigo. 90 people, 4 people, we're good. 94 people, loved and lovable. Caden is sending you kisses across the room. Starlight, you should know. He loves you very much. We love y'all very much. Love is something that you can conjure, but you got to move from knowing who you are into what you feel. You then got to put your love in action by doing something. You got to call someone up today. You got to text somebody. You got to put a social media post out that says you are loved and lovable and mean it. Starlight says you better be safe while you're driving. I know that's right. 10 and 2, buddy. 10 and 2. When your heart is out of balance, and we've all been there, you're unable to love. You're unable to give. You can't be passionate. Starlight, not Starlight, too many S names. Sunflower says, I love how real you are. Wait. Starlight says, I love how you're such a great leader. Thank you for saying that out loud to my face. I've doubted myself for so long, and now I love myself and respect myself enough to know that I am a great leader, and I love being a great leader. It's something you actually have to step into. You may be a great leader out there, and you haven't embraced it. If you don't embrace yourself as a great leader, you're going to cause problems for yourself. When Tara came back, it was like, where is the CEO here? I stopped being the leader of Love in Action Network because I didn't love myself. And now that I'm loving myself, you now are loving me as a great leader. I appreciate that so much, and I love that you love how real I am. I come from the cult of Christ. I come from the cult of Christ. I come from out of a really, really strict religious upbringing that did not serve me at all. And I grew up around a lot of hypocrites. I grew up around a lot of professional hypocrites, and I became a professional hypocrite myself. And being a professional hypocrite, I don't care what they say, you can't eat enough fried chicken plates and mac and cheese after church in the fellowship hall to make you feel good about yourself being a hypocrite. That's why these people of God don't seem as happy as the rest of us, because it's not real. So thank you for loving me for being real. I spent decades being fake in a religious practice that did not serve me. And now I think the world needs more real people. People are tired of being lied to by their pastors and politicians and their family and friends. They want something that's real. And I love being real. Sunflower says, I love your dedication. I'm not going to stop. All of the tools that I use to be my loved and lovable self and to raise the consciousness of the planet, I don't owe any money on any of the tools that I have. Everything that I'm using right now to share with you all this raised vibration and energy, is paid for. So I have no reason to be dedicated when the phone bill is paid. I have no reason to not be dedicated when the lights are on. I looked through the list this morning. I can't find a single reason to not be more love. I can't find one. I can't find a reason to not be more love when I got all the tools. All right, Tara, you're up. We're going to move into it's week 1. This week's theme is the quest. And Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's day 4 of the reading. I am going to raise you up a little bit and take the flutes down. Tara Parolo Studios here, amazing community leader and light worker and thought leader in removing the entanglements to your freedom. You can check out Tara at tarapraolo.com, where she is saying the things that everyone else doesn't want to say, and encouraging other people to step into that liberation. Good morning, my love. I love you.
Good morning. I love you too. Thank you for spreading the love. Thank you for running this morning. Y'all know you need to join Love in Action Network if you're under the sounds of our voices. Just testing. We got good volume on me.
You're amazing. Can y'all hear Tara okay in the galleries?
In the galleries.
In the gallery. You know the gallery, like in government, the galleries are like where the
like, they're back.
During the State of the Union address.
You're in the gallery?
In the gallery, to the people
of the main floor, the gallery.
The gallery. Okay, yes, thank you. To the galleries. Sunflowers in the gallery. We love the sunflower. And everybody else in our network. Yes, so they can hear you just fine. The setup is great. The bills are paid. So we're going to be loved. It sounds like your cell phone bill is paid. Glory to God.
Glory to God. I got fast data back now, too.
Come on, fast data.
Here, even though I don't need it because I'm in internet all the time. But here is day 4 of week 1 of Conscious Contact. Just so that we all remember, this week's theme was the quest. We read 3 days, I believe, yesterday. And so if you have not heard the introduction, you've not heard the first 3 days, go back to yesterday's broadcast. And I believe that was also sent out as a newsletter. So you can go ahead and catch up that way. But here's day 4. Some problems are slow burners. I'm going to let that land because that's loud. It's loud in the room, child. Some problems are slow burners. We live with them for a long time and get used to mucking about in them. Raise your hands. This is loud. Y'all know I like the fire in the chat. I can't see the chats, but y'all put the fire in the chat.
Y'all put some fire in the chat.
Other problems strike hard and fast, coming down on us like a hailstorm. Y'all, if you've had hail, go check your roofs, okay? You might need a new roof. Have your landlord, have somebody come check, okay? It can be difficult when the storm hits to remember that the journey is a benevolent and holy one, a process that is working with us. Let me read that part again.
Woo!
A process that is working with us to help us learn something new. In the inventory focus.
Could you read that one more time?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can. It's short. I'm going to start at the beginning, and I'm not going to put my commentary on.
It is a juicy one, though. It's only day 3 of the entire year, and it's hot in here.
It's hot. She stepped in it. All right. Some problems are slow burners. We live with them for a long time and get used to mucking about in them. Other problems strike hard and fast, coming down on us like a hailstorm. It can be difficult when the storm hits to remember that the journey is a benevolent and holy one, a process that is working with us to help us learn something new. Now here's the inventory focus. Are you going through a situation right now that feels torturous, like it's happening for no reason other than to irritate or punish you? Can you believe just a little that what you're going through right now is a valuable part of your life and that an overall benevolent process is taking place? Can you at least believe that this situation has the possibility of shaping you in valuable ways and bringing gifts to your life? I'll read those inventory focuses one more time. These are questions to ask yourself. And we are all going through something.
We are all going through
something. We all
something.
have private plane. We all have problems. We all got jobs. We all have something. So ask yourself these questions. Are you going through a situation right now that feels torturous, like it's happening for no reason other than to irritate or punish you? When my dogs bark. Can you believe just a little that what you're going through right now is a valuable part of your life and that an overall benevolent process is taking place? Can you at least believe that this situation has the possibility of shaping you in valuable ways and bringing gifts to your life? Because remember, the journey is a process that is working with us to help us learn something new.
The journey is a process that is working with us.
The journey is a process that is working with us.
And you got to believe that, Tara. Like that's not like, you got to believe that. There's no shortcut that I can see, unless there's something that you're seeing on the page that I'm not seeing. There's no shortcut, in my humble opinion, to believing that. Like you either believe that or you don't.
Right. I agree.
You either believe that the universe is on your side, or you're one of those people that is in the here we fucking go again crowd.
Right. Or the woe is me, everything's against me,
the Moors.
Nothing ever works out.
The Moors
crowd.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think for me, a journey that I didn't expect to end in the let's see, can you believe just a little that what you're going through right now is a valuable part of your life? Definitely infertility. That was the problem for a long time. Right? Banging up against the walls, like, why us? Of all the people in the world, why us? Mm-hmm. Why me? Why am I having this problem? Everybody else seems to be able to do it and just be fine, and why us? Right? And I don't think I believed during a lot of that process, including the IVF over the summer, that the situation had a possibility of shaping me and bringing gifts to my life. But on the other side of it, at almost 23 weeks pregnant tomorrow,
congrats.
I see how much that process taught me about exactly who I am and exactly why I fight for the things that I fight for, Mm-hmm. So I would just add that, I think sometimes we think we need to suffer, and that's not necessarily true, but we all have something. And it's always a process that is working with us. And the minute you let the process work with you instead of fighting against the process or what the process is trying to teach you, you'll have a much easier time in life. You'll have a much easier time in that project, that goal, that dream, that thing that you're pursuing. You have a much easier time at that job, that hustle job that you got for survival, right? You just have to let it process out instead of fighting the process. Okay, I'm yielding. And the juicy one.
No, so juicy, and even better, no matter what your process is, there's good news, especially if you're a Love in Action member, and especially if you have love in your life, and especially if you know that you're lovable. The good news is that the Mindful Message card says how to be even stronger in your process. You in and of yourself, Tara, Starlight, Sunflower, K6, all of our members, you in and of yourself are capable for the process. But once you start joining mind and joining heart with other people and coming together, that is a thing that's happening right now all over the planet. We are waking up and we are coming together. Yes, yes, yes. Let me know in the comments what that means. We are coming together. We are coming together. We are realizing that there are algorithms and people in power who want to separate us and divide us. They want us isolated so that we can be defeated. But the people united will never be defeated. No matter what your process is, you will not be defeated. I also want to take a couple seconds to talk about the fact that several times in the passage that Tara so awesomely read this morning, TaraPraolo.com, Tara Praolo Studio on all platforms. Several times in the passage this morning, she talked about the journey being benevolent, and the overall benevolence of the universe. And I'm just going to briefly look up the word because I'm that kind of geek and I love words. And I'm just going to look up what benevolence or what benevolent means, what it means to be benevolent. Benevolent is well-meaning and kindly. Okay? Benevolent is well-meaning and kindly. Benevolence is a quality of being well-meaning, kindness. The universe is well-meaning towards us. That's an agreement that you have to make today. That your life means you well. That you mean you well in life. Good morning, Maya. You got to make an agreement that you trust in a universe that loves you and means you well. If you walk out your front door, or if you walk through life thinking that the universe does not mean you well, that people don't mean you well. I had to tell Poppy Water, be very, very careful. You know, you want to pray your protections and all the woo-woo stuff, but be very, very careful that you're not enemy making. That you're not, thinking that someone's out to get you. Why all these protections when the universe is well-meaning? Why all of this fear when the universe is well-meaning? Of course, look, I'm a New Yorker. Keep your head on swivel. Make sure you're watching these people going and coming. But also don't stop trusting that well-meaning people, circumstances, and events are coming for you from a very loving force called life. I love that twice in that passage, benevolence was brought up. The well-meaning nature of love. I love working together with others and how it makes once impossible dreams possible. I see there is strength in unity, coming together and how much we can accomplish. Asking for help is not weak. It is powerful. Thank you, Maya. You're loved and lovable every day. Any closing thoughts? We've had a few hundred people over on Bigo. There's 85 watching right now. I extend love. There's 2 people over on TikTok watching. I extend love. Tara came and read for us from Conscious Contact this morning. I'm very, very grateful. If you would like to know more about this love movement that we're building with the purpose and intention of equipping, encouraging, and empowering the world to love themselves more, if you are interested in tapping deeper into this loved and lovable flow, I invite you to do what countless others have done. Although we can count them. There's like 20 people or something like that. But what countless others have done in joining Love in Action Network as an official member. It is free and available with 24/7 smiles, support, shenanigans, and songs. Any closing thoughts, Tara, about today's programs and events and other Love in Action things?
Just make sure to stay tuned to your emails, your announcements, membership. You all should know that today is Wednesday, January 3rd, which means Dr. Flo is co-facilitating with me today with Rituals of Vocal Performance, Centering the Breath. We are going to gear it towards singers and people that want to, do better on stage, but this can work for speakers as well. It can work for worshipers. It can work for just you in your daily life on just being more conscious of how you're breathing. So it's for all people, and it is free 99. It's pay what you can. So if you don't have money, this is a good place to come on in and get a connection point with us. And so you'll see that I dropped it into the broadcast channel this morning. I also sent it as an email, Halo membership. So you should be able to follow the Yellow Brick Road, but keep up following the Yellow Brick Road and keep loving on each other, because that's how community is built.
Thank you, Tara. Praolo Studio on all platforms. Tara Praolo Studio. Thank you, Starlight Mystic Botanica. Thank you, Sunflower. Thank you to all of our donors and sponsors. This was a planned event on the calendar. We go at 10 a.m. Eastern every morning in Elevating Love. This is a free program and a free mental health ministry opportunity to get free once and for all in your life. And then I, as this energy called Dr. Flo, I pop up throughout the day, spreading love and connecting with our Love in Action members. So if you're interested in getting the flares, I send out a flare every time I go live. I let the community know through email and also special text messages. So if you're interested in seeing those flares, maybe you want to come here, but you're not really sure when I go live on a schedule, but I'm also free enough to do what I want. So if you're interested in plugging into the membership and getting those special flares and notifications delivered from my hand to yours, you can go to lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org, lovedandlovable.org. Good morning, Angie. You're loved and lovable. Thank you for being a donor and a sponsor and a member here. We are very, very grateful. Thank you to the 89 people now watching over on Bigo and Beyond. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free of all suffering. I'm going to turn it inward on myself because I matter too. Who you be matters in the world. Who I be matters in the world. May I be happy. I am. May I be healthy. I am. May I be free of all suffering. I am. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of all suffering. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of all suffering. And may a bigger love overtake my heart today. May a bigger love overtake my mind. May a bigger love overtake my life and make smooth the path of my existence here on earth. May I co-create every good thing with the universe today, and may every challenge I face be moved around like smooth water in a stream. For I am loved and lovable, and the universe is benevolent, well-meaning towards me. As above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. Thank you, higher power. Thank you, higher power in me. Love does all things well. I'll see y'all around on Telegram. Telegram is the official communications partner of Love in Action Network. There have been so many people at the top of this year asking, where is Dr. Flo? I don't see Dr. Flo. Where is Dr. Flo? Where is he? I am on Telegram. Say hi on Telegram. Get your love on Telegram. Okay? Or come to these live sessions and have a loved and lovable day. Take care.